Welcome, water signs, to your March reading. I'm Felicity if you're new here. So we're going to get stuck straight into this reading for you guys for March. So this is Scorpio, Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces, by the way. So Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Now, take what resonates, believe what does not, as it is a general collective. If you find that it doesn't resonate, feel free to check out the other elemental signs, okay? So your earth, and the air and fire, depending on your sun, moon, rising. So feel free to check those out. But we're going to get stuck into it for you guys. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Now, March. First of all, we have Venus in retrograde. We'll have Mercury in retrograde. We're in eclipse season. We're going to have 2 eclipses. So the energy can be chaotic. It can be incredibly transformative. Come towards the end of April, things are going to look very different for a lot of us. You might even start to see the effects of that a little bit happening in the collective, but we'll just stick to us right now. So when I say it's going to be or can be chaotic energy, it doesn't mean that's in a way that is quote unquote negative, right? So for some people, it might feel like it's a negative impact, but it's going to land you where you need to be. It's going to place you where you need to be. Anything that's out of alignment will be removed. It's all for your highest good. Now, for others, it could just be you have huge shifts taking place in March that create like the change you've been wanting, the change you've been desiring. It's like claiming your karmic debt as well, okay? And karma's neither good nor bad. It is what it is. So for some people, you could see karma happening that you're like, about damn time. And for others, it's like, oh wow, like, yeah, all this hard work I put in, I planted my seeds, I nurtured them, and I've watched them grow, and now here they are ready for to be picked, ready to be harvested. Okay, so I'm gonna pull, oh my gosh, excuse me a moment. Oh goodness me, I love when that happens. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna pull an oracle card, but one of the first things I'm getting for you guys is that conclusions are within reach. Okay, so something coming to a conclusion. This could be something that you've been really waiting for. This could be something that feels a little bit unexpected, but there's a lot of assistance around you, okay? I'm feeling definitely this from spirit for you guys, but also assistance from people around you or unexpected people. Trusting that was put there from the universe, put there from spirit. A lot of encouragement as well, okay? Like keep going, don't give up. Some of this thing that might come to a conclusion might give you a lot of encouragement of like, okay, that's done now. I can step into the next chapter. So how this plays out is so dependent on you, the individual. So place it where it resonates, leave it if it does not. Okay. If you have to force it to fit somewhere, it's not the message for you. All right, let's see here. March. The water signs need to know. Okay, the first thing I'm getting here is paying attention to your health. So this is like paying attention to listening to your body. Okay, so what is your body telling you? Are you feeling really lethargic? Are you feeling really tired? I remember 5 years ago now, when I was in a really stressful situation, high stress for an extended period of time, I was really ignoring the signs of my body that I needed to stop. I needed to get something into check. And basically the whispers of my body turned into screams, and I had so many deficiencies. I had lost a lot of muscle mass. I got really thin. I ended up like even my liver became under functioning. Like it was bad, and it took about 9 months to get myself back to really good health. So I share that as a way of like, pay attention to the subtle signs from your body of what it's wanting to communicate with you. So again, are you feeling really tired? Are you feeling really lethargic? Are you feeling really down? Are you feeling heavy? How's your nervous system feel? Are you in high stress at the moment? Really paying attention to your body and your overall health. But this can be mental health too, spiritual health as well. So making sure you're keeping yourself very nicely energetic, clean, your aura nice and clean as well. Yeah, so paying attention to that. Knowing as well what is being hidden will soon come to the surface. Okay, so what has been hidden will soon come to the surface. It's like all darkness will eventually come to light. Sometimes this can be our own shadows, right? Coming up and we're finally witnessing them for what they are. The light is being like, there's a spotlight on them and we can't ignore it. Sometimes there's other people's shadows. Sometimes it's the illusion and the delusion being moved away, and that again we're like seeing the truth of something. So that could be very much what's happening here as well. Also, there's another message here though too. Don't suppress your emotions, don't suppress your feelings. And if you hold any heavy shame or guilt in your body that you have not expressed, that you have not spoken out, or done something to help yourself come into self-forgiveness and therefore letting it go, it will eventually cause illness in your body. Okay, this isn't some spiritual thing. I mean, it's all kind of connected, but it's like a scientific thing. Okay, especially like look into a lot of like Gabor Mate's work, things like that, but you can do your own research. But when we suppress and suppress and suppress for a very, 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 very long time, it'll eventually show up in the body in some sort of physical misalignment or some sort of illness. Very connected, especially to like autoimmune diseases and things like that. I'm not a medical doctor, okay? I'm a medical doctor. So if you got some things, you do you, and you go and see the right people for that. But that is something that can happen though, okay? So if that lives within you still, start the process of releasing that, and that could be really difficult. So you might need to seek some external help for that, okay? With a very well-trained professional in that, okay? Not just through anyone. Okay, so that's something there too. If someone's been hiding something, okay, around you, or there's been like a snake in the grass kind of a thing, that will come to light as well. Nothing to worry about. It's just like, hey, it's best to see the truth and like not to see it. All right, I'm going to get some tarot cards here. So that's my question first. Okay, what's going on in March, please? Well, the beautiful water signs, what do they need to know for the month of March? It's too many. What do they need to know for the month of March, please? Thank you. We have the Queen of Swords, okay. Cutthroat, like boundaries, seeing where you've been lacking boundaries. You might even have your boundaries tested, okay. This could even be some of your own boundaries with yourself that are tested. And it's like, are you going to stand firm on them? Are you going to speak them? Or are you going to like people please, go into old habits? That can be something that can definitely happen around an eclipse time. We can really go back into our old habits. With Venus being in retrograde, Venus isn't just around about like love and money and sensuality and all that kind of stuff. It's also around our morals, our self-worth, our integrity. And so some people might be really tempted around their integrity during over the next like 6 to 8 weeks. So this might be something that comes in for you that looks really good, really shiny. Maybe you're just like, there's something that is lacking in your life that then has you really drawn to this thing. And it's really important that you stop, you pause, and you ask yourself, like, is this out of integrity for me? Is this out of integrity for me? Is this something that's really for my highest good? Is this a choice, a decision that is going to get me to where it is I want to be? Or is it going to take me in a direction I don't even want to go? Or is it going to like just keep me stuck, okay, as well? So the Queen of Swords, though, is very clear communication. So yes, she's cutthroat. Yes, she has strong boundaries, but she's clear communication. She's very decisive. So if you've been indecisive, I feel like by the time you come to the end of March, you're going to have a lot of clarity, okay? And if there's been indecision, you're going to feel good to make a decision by the end of March towards early April. Okay. Water signs. Okay. Yeah. So just be mindful with the devil here. okay, of the temptation, of the being out of integrity, going against your values, allowing someone in your life, as in like accepting someone in your life that is like so out of alignment with you and out of alignment with your values. But this can also be very sexual energy, very charged energy too. And it's okay, thank you. It's like definitely connected to the shadow side, right? So shadow work as well. So you might find yourself in March doing a lot of shadow work. You might look at, doing looking into certain archetypes, especially with like Carl Jung's work. Okay, you could be doing something like that, but just like going into the depths of in here, especially around that full moon lunar eclipse. Definitely really going in and just having a look at what's in here, and asking yourself like, what wants to be witnessed within me, what wants to be acknowledged, what is holding me back, what is keeping me stuck, what is keeping me in these freaking cycles. Like, what is it about me, what is it about? And it's not like there's something wrong with you, it's more like what pattern do I have, what imprint do I have, whether it's from childhood or somewhere in the past, that is causing me to stay in these karmic connections that I've outgrown, these toxic connections that I've outgrown. This is like a very trauma bond kind of energy here as well. So it's like, maybe this is addictions, maybe this is bad habits, okay? Old cycles that could come up as a way to test you, okay? And it's not to be like, oh, the universe is testing you. It's more like, okay, are you going to be in the devil energy, or are we going to be in the Empress energy? I recommend the freaking Empress, guys. I recommend the Empress. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands though, but before I get into that, what came out here was the Five of Cups and the Death card. What in the past has to be let go? What emotions have you not yet acknowledged so that you can release them, right? And then transform them. For some of you, it's like something is coming to an end, and it might bring about feelings of the Five of Cups. It might bring about some sadness, some heightened emotion. But it's leading you towards more community, more aligned relationships. It's bringing you towards joy. It's bringing you towards happiness. It's bringing you towards being in alignment, and especially with like a new circle of people. So whether this is someone leaves your life, or maybe a friendship group falls out or something like that, but it's shifting because you're meeting new people or a new person, or like being invited into a new community, or it feels like you're creating community that feels very in like, just, I keep saying the word alignment. Okay, so the alignment is a thing for you guys. I'm going to write this down because it's probably going to be the title, but it's like alignment. Okay, alignment is huge for you guys for March. It's what is no longer in alignment. What even does alignment mean to me? Maybe that's a good like journal prompt to ask yourself. What do I want to align with? How can I align with it? How do I need to shift my energy? What action do I need to take? What choice do I need to make in order to align with what it is I want? Okay. Now, if this is past energy with the Five of Cups, and this could be that guilt, that shame that you're holding from the past, you're being asked to release that. You're being asked to release that out of the body and to let that go. And again, for some of you, that might be really difficult, that you might need some external help with a professional around that. But the Death is transformation. There's a lot, huge change, huge transformation. And this could be in it like your personal transformation, but it could also be that you're just seeing your external transform because you've already done a lot of that inner transformation leading up to this point. Okay, so depending on where you are on your journey. The Death is Scorpio, and I'm getting really strong Scorpion energy coming through. Okay, I love Scorpio. Like I love Scorpio. But it's that Scorpion energy, okay? So not afraid to get into the shadows, witnessing where we experience enviness, jealousy. What relationship do we have with our sensuality, our sexuality, sex in general? relationships, the depth of our own soul. Like Scorpio is like, let me see all of you, intimacy, into me, like you see, right? Into me, you see. So looking at the depths, there's a really strong Scorpion energy coming through here. You might even be a Scorpio. This is a water sign. Okay, so this could be quite a specific message for you, or it does really resonate with you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio and that's coming to an end as well. That is something that is coming through. But again, it's like, it's all for the better. Sometimes it's a coming to the end within a dynamic, and then the dynamic shifts, but it takes two people to do that. Okay, you can't be pulling the weight and doing that yourself. It does not work. It does not work. The Eight of Wands is moving forward, new directions, positive movement, very quick. Okay, so you might find that the beginning of March is like slow, and as you go into April, it's like you take off. You're on that motorcycle. Off you go. Off you go on a new adventure. Okay. But something's definitely coming into a conclusion. Okay, and you are definitely coming into new community. I am feeling that, or finding your community, or just a lot of really good feelings around this. A lot of celebration, a lot of joy, and might not be feeling that early on, but that's where you're heading. Okay, but alignment's the big thing for you guys. So I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards and we'll close this out. So what just beautiful water signs need to know. What else can we add to this, please? Beautiful. We have hope, belief, and fulfillment. So you see where the storm is there, right? That stormy sky, the lightning, the clouds, the black clouds, the gray clouds, and then yet there is this beautiful meadow field, and there's that wind of change coming. You know what it's like when you go outside and there's a little bit of wind. The storm isn't here yet, but the clouds are changing. You're like, oh, a storm's coming, right? A storm's coming. But sometimes a storm comes to clear the path. Sometimes we experience a storm in our life because it clears the path. It clears what is not for us, what is not in alignment. So it can pave the way for what is. Okay, and sometimes the storm comes to clear away the illusions, the delusions, so we can see things clearly and no longer live up in the clouds. But think of this hope energy, okay? And it's more coming through for me as faith than it is hope and belief. So faith and belief, it's like faith and belief that everything's going to be okay. But it might come as a shock with the lightning here, as in like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Again, it doesn't mean that it's like anything bad. It could feel like not great. Like if something came to an ending, like an abrupt ending right away, and it brings about some pain for you, it's like, okay, you just let yourself be in that process of working through that. But for others, it's like, it's just like a shock, like, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this. Oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, I woke up one day and all of a sudden I'm in a new timeline, like something like that too. All right, so what can you surrender for the month of March? Because there's a lot going on. It's a little chaotic with the energy. So what can beautiful water signs surrender for the month of March, please? Too many. Thank you. Okay. All right, they gave me 3 anyway, but they all make sense. So surrender to receiving support and love. So we have allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. That is very much the 3 of Cups energy here too. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you, okay? So allow yourself to receive love and support from others, whether you seek it out through a professional, whether this is like family or friends or someone that, like I said, like spirit. You could very well have like random people coming in all of a sudden and helping you through something, and just know that was divinely guided, divinely led. And we have surrender to the wisdom of your body. So we spoke about this early on. So listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So definitely listening to the wisdom of your body, and especially around anything in relation to health. But it could, like I said, it could be physical health, mental health, emotional health, and even spiritual health, okay? All right, so surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Eclipse season and March is a time for surrender. It's not a time for force. Okay, it is not a time for force. If you force, you're going to receive a tower moment. Do not force. If it is your, like if something is meant to happen for you in March, there'll be no need to force it. It's just going to happen. So for example, if something really incredible was to come in and manifest, you're not forcing it. You're in that Empress energy. It just is flowing in because it's your time. So do not try to force, okay? I really highly recommend you don't. Have a look at what's in alignment, what's not in alignment. Be mindful on those values of yours being tested, or if anyone from the past comes in, or a situation, just test your patience even. If you've got any kind of like shame or heaviness or anger or guilt in your body, do start researching on how you can release that for yourself. And again, it might be really difficult, that you will need some external help. Know that there's a lot of support around you. Again, you might be seeking external support, but there's a lot of support around you. There's community. If you don't have that now, you will receive it, but put yourself out there as well. Like, let yourself be led to the right communities. Ask your spirit guides to help you with that. They will always lead you in the right direction, and then trust your soul along the way. But that's it, water signs. Those are your messages for the month of March. I send you so much love, and I will see you guys for April.